So what is going on, guys? I am back, guys and gals. How has everyone been so far? It's been a while since we spoke last. I was MIA for quite some time. Last time I uploaded a video here is actually a year and a half, like on the dot. So definitely not trying to make excuses. A lot of things have happened since then. For example, in my 9 to 5, my job as a regular human being, like we all have, I had some major changes happen there. Positive ones, by the way, positive ones, as well as my main YouTube channel that I have, which is a skateboarding type of channel. I've skateboarded for, more than half of my life at this point. I have, it's still a small channel, a few thousand subscribers, which I'm very thankful for. But that usually I feel like it restrains me from really exploring and reacting and checking out other content. And I want to keep this open to have freedom of expression and things like that. So been busy with my personal life. I also started animating. Some of you may know that I am a videographer. So that's where I was critiquing or getting feedback on the super awesome, Blackpink type of videos, the choreography, the color grading, the production, just overall the quality of the end product. That's why I was a big fan that attracted me to them. And now I'm like, bro, well, they're super, talented. That's why I stuck around. And now I am back. So thank you for everyone that stuck around. I promise you this will unlikely repeat itself, taking a break like that. So looking forward to a lot of more reactions and maybe getting to know a couple of you guys more. I appreciate you guys commenting and giving me the scoop whenever I have questions or don't understand certain things. I'm happy for you guys clearing up the air with certain subjects. So anyways, enough. I checked out the Blackpink account, and well, first of all, I don't know how I missed this to begin with, but their channel has 71.8 million subscribers. How do you even get that much attention and retain it? It's hard to understand how much loyalty they have, and their fan base is just gigantic, so much that it's actually a little scary and intimidating. So I'm a big fan of these girls, of course. And now something that really caught my attention, which I was watching and then I stopped and I was like, wait a second, upload this, have a genuine reaction to it. So there's a climate action video that they've uploaded. I want to check it out real time, react real time with you guys with me. So let's do it.
Thank
Yes.
you for rendering your assistance.
Ads.
Also an
They're
adored
real.
exorcist.
Okay, let me rewind. And like I said, only a few seconds went by. So I am huge as well on climate efforts, and I will explain why after the video. But let's go into it. I love the neutrality of the colors already. Remember, their videos, their background is massive on catching your attention. Very strong colors, the extreme pinks, the extreme greens. We've seen that already. I believe that's called like vivid mode in some of the Sony cameras. But we're not seeing that. It's a very almost neutral as far as their wardrobe goes. There's a little bit of a faint / grayscale going on. I like that. So basically, they don't want to get the attention on the visuals. Not in this video. They have a lot of more videos for that. They want you to pay attention to what they're going to say. They want you to focus on the message. That alone, super respected. They've got me in already. So let's see what they've had to say.
Hi, this is Blackpink. Almost a year ago, at the Climate Ambition Summit, we spoke of our journey to learn more about climate change, because we are convinced that this is the most important issue of our time.
Stop right there. Bro, they said it the way it is. They're not claiming they're experts. Like, oh yeah, you have to do these things already. Like, no, they're explaining, hey, we wanted to get more informed. And now that we have this knowledge, it's one of the biggest things that need our attention so far. So humble and speaking, despite their massive following, super humble still. And they kind of like begging for us to just to hear them out. So again, let them speak.
การเปลี่ยนแปลงสภาพภูมิอากาศเป็นเรื่องจริงที่กำลังเกิดขึ้น เราได้เรียนรู้เกี่ยวกับการเปลี่ยนแปลงที่ร้ายแรงต่อธรรมชาติ สภาพอากาศทั่วโลกและอากาศที่เราหายใจ การเปลี่ยนแปลงที่เรากลัวนั้นกำลังเริ่มที่จะส่งผลกระทบกับโลกของเราแล้ว
We have learned that we must act now, urgently, to prevent much, much worse.
그래서 오늘 글래스고에서 저희의 메시지를 전하게 되어 매우 자랑스럽습니다. 기후 위기에 대응하기 위해 모인 전 세계 리더님들께 부탁드립니다. 우리의 지구를 지금 또 앞으로도 계속 지킬 수 있도록 꼭 필요한 결정을 내려주세요.
6 years ago in Paris, you pledged to do just that to limit global warming ideally to 1.5 degrees. The recent UN panel on climate change warned that this opportunity may be slipping from our grasp.
Wow. I inevitably I can't help it, but I'm getting whiffs of that movie Don't Look Up. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. Leonardo DiCaprio is in it, a few other actors. But it's basically an urgent call to attention to the climate crisis. So I am very pleased that they're also kind of doing their part, contributing their grain of salt, I guess you could say, into this subject. So fascinating.
หากอุณหภูมิโลกสูงขึ้น 2 องศาจะมีผลกระทบอย่างรุนแรงต่อผู้คนและธรรมชาติในทุกมุมโลก 1 ใน 3 ของประชากรโลกจะต้องประสบกับความร้อนจัดเป็นประจำนำไปสู่ภัยแล้งปัญหาสุขภาพและการเสียชีวิต
Almost all warm water coral reefs would be destroyed, and sea ice would melt and devastate wildlife.
우리는 그런 서술 수 없는 상황이 오는 것을 두고 볼 수만은 없습니다. 무엇보다 우리 모두가 책임의식을 가지는 것이 중요합니다. 모두가 함께 하지 않으면 기후변화에 대응할 수 없기 때문입니다. 우리가 지금 실천하고
หากพวกเราทุกคนก้าวขึ้นมาด้วยความมุ่งมั่นที่แท้จริง
A few world leaders seized this vital moment at COP26.
We can still realize what was promised in Paris 2015. We can still save our planet. We can still save our future.
As COP26 advocates, we hope you will seize this opportunity. We,
Blackpink,
And Blinks, our fans,
our generation
our world.
will be watching and hoping.
Let's work together for our planet and take climate action in your area.
Wow, they've recently been appointed as SDG advocates by the UN Secretary General, and we're working closely with UN to advance the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Bro, wow. So, this is how, I'm not saying, you guys don't get it. All blinks that are out there, true ones, know that they mean it. They speak on something, they really mean it. They really connect with the message, and they mean business, right? But I can't ignore that somebody with that massive following will never really stop being loved. It's very difficult for that to happen. So let's say if I would make a promise, I'm just being honest with you guys, transparent here. If I made a promise, say 5 years ago, to the world, right? And my fame just skyrockets, disproportionately into space. Like I become super duper famous, much like like them, hypothetically speaking. Do I really have to keep a promise that I made a few years ago? I mean, come on, I'm in my prime. It's not like if I don't do it, they're gonna stop liking me. They're obviously liking me because I'm talented. So I won't waste time on that. I'll just work on making music or other content. And I respect so much. They're not brushing that aside. They're still saying, "Oh yeah, a few years ago we made this promise, and we're slipping, but we can still do it. We need your help." I respect that so much. And again, I love the fact that they're not just saying it. What we want to hear what they should say. They're not grabbing the attention. I mean, look how modest. And I'm not saying they look dull, because dull is almost like a negative, I guess, adjective to describe what they're wearing. But the palette here is extremely soft, almost mute, basically saying, don't look at us. Listen to what we're saying. It's almost as if they're not wearing any makeup. I know in production, whether it's a 10-second video or a 5-minute music video, there's always makeup involved. I understand that, because you're trying to prevent that the reflection of the light doesn't look glossy, doesn't look shiny. So I'm sure there's a certain level of makeup involved here, but the overall presentation is one that communicates seriousness. So I guess last thing I want to say about this video before we wrap it up here is that I myself am also trying to contribute as much as I can. I always have, I guess, for the past 8 years. For example, one of the main reasons of the climate crisis, the main contributors that are accelerating the I guess degeneration of our planet would be fossil fuels, of course, right? So from the energy you consume from in your home to vehicles, they all add to that. However, the second, if not the number one, cause of this climate crisis is the deforestation that in turn is made for agriculture, and agriculture specifically around meat consumption. So there's a lot of cows and cattle that need space to live and roam around because you have these the grass fed and all these things. Long story short, they need a lot of space, they need a lot of water. And overall, in the lifespan of a cow, there's, what was it last time? I'm not gonna make up a number right now because I don't have it in front of me, but there's like a disproportionate amount of water that a cow needs in its lifetime to exist, to eventually be slaughtered and then be killed. So long story short, once you formulate the numbers, we basically look at it as to eat a burger. That burger cost like 1,000 gallons of water to make because it comes from a cow. So that's how you also multiply that. And so not just from the water aspect, but from the deforestation and agriculture to make sure the cow exists. You're killing trees. These are the ones that clean the air. Therefore, it's all like a chain reaction. So long story short, that was my version of saying that I'm vegetarian. Almost vegan. I do have dairy here and there. But I definitely, I don't buy new clothes. I usually buy secondhand clothes. That's literally all I wear. And there's no shame. It's not like, you can't afford it. It's more like a very conscious effort. I don't buy new vehicles. I just buy used vehicles. Like I mentioned, my dietary habits are to avoid any kind of, animal consumption, flesh at least, and try to consume as little plastic as possible. But we need more. 1 or 2 people, it's like 1 or 2% in this country, in the United States at least, is plant-based. The vast majority is not. Last time I looked at the reports, at least. Anyways, back to them. I don't mean to make this about me. Back to the Blackpink message that they just communicated. Super respected. A group like this, a team like this that has reached their level of success, using their message to spread awareness for this. You can't deny it. It's a very serious subject, and I urge every one of you that are watching to also see how you can contribute to the cause. So obviously, I will refer you guys to this video, and thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if I missed something, if there's been any new developments while I was gone with the group. I'm gonna obviously react to more videos, but as of now, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning into Did You Raw, and I'll see you guys soon.